So we are heading to the Boysenberry Festival at Knott's Berry Farm. We are in the parking lot. We thought we'd do this intro real quick before we put our masks on. I have my purple mask and my pink shirt. He's got purple. So we're ready for the Boysenberry tasting. We'll see how it goes.
See what this is all about.
Parking's free.
Parking is free. That's good. So Lynn wants me to try the mac and cheese bite with the boysenberry ketchup.
Yep.
She says it's got a little bit of a kick. Let's see what this kick is. Okay. It's got some bite. I'm not sure what.
Sriracha.
Yeah, I feel okay. Yeah, sriracha. That's what it is.
I had to read the thing.
Oh, she cheated. She looked on the card. All right. So it's ketchup, boysenberry, and sriracha?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. And these mac and cheese bites are actually pretty good. Sausage from whatever this place was with the purple. Tastes very Costco. And the corn is pretty good. It's cooked well. But boysenberry mayonnaise. I'm not sure if I like that or not. It wasn't bad. This is not great. The sausage is not great. The bun was definitely pedestrian at best.
You food snob.
But the corn is actually good. I just don't know if I'm convinced on the boysenberry mayonnaise. Boysenberry brisket tater tots, topped with crispy jalapeno chips and boysenberry aioli sauce. I don't hate it. This is the Mexican street corn chowder with boysenberry tortilla strips. So it's got the purple boysenberry tortilla strips, and then it's a street corn chowder. So it looks like it has some potatoes and peppers and other stuff in there. These are not bad. All right, so this is not bad, but like Lynn just said, maybe not everything should be boysenberry. So this is the Brisket Mac and Cheese. Look what looks like some green onions on the top. So we're gonna give this a shot.
It's the first one that's been the right temperature. Makes a big difference. This is good. So we're gonna wrap up our Knott's taste. I want to make sure I get it right, you know. Taste of Boysenberry Festival. We have our tasting cards, and with one adult admission, you get 5 tastings on this list. We had trouble doing all 5 because there wasn't a lot of things we wanted to try. The best thing that I had was I don't know what they called it some, what was the best thing you had while I look at this?
So mine was a toss-up between I think it was the brisket tots and the brisket mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, the brisket mac and cheese. That was
the
good.
brisket mac and cheese was pretty good. Like Lynn said, and this is actually common of all the festivals that we've been to, even the festivals at Disney, is a lot of times the temperature's just not right. Like something is supposed to be hot and it's lukewarm.
So the best thing I had was the fun bun with boysenberry glaze, and I didn't know what that was. It sounded good. Turns out it's a deep fried cinnamon roll wrapped in a glazed donut with boysenberry stuff on top.
You had me at deep fried cinnamon roll.
It was so good, but oh, sugar overload.
Yeah.
Even for me, sugar overload, not saying a lot.
Yeah. One of the employees was telling us, and Lynn tried it, I didn't. To be completely honest with you guys, the whole boysenberry thing is like, she loves it. I'm kind of, I can, you know.
I love boysenberries, always have. He's not a huge fan, so he took one for the team today.
She had the sugar-free boysenberry punch. What do you think about that?
It was good. It was, the punch itself was really good, except they give it to you with one of those paper straws, and so within like 20 minutes, the straw was disintegrating in the cup, and I had gotten a large, and so we didn't even finish the punch because the straw was done.
Yeah.
So we ended up throwing it away, but I've always loved boysenberry punch since I was a kid. We also bought a boysenberry plant for our friend Chris. He texted when he saw that we were here, asked us to pick up a boysenberry plant. The lady said, Chris, if you're watching, that it needs lots of water and it's gonna get huge. So glad we didn't buy one for us because we don't have a yard.
Yeah, on our way out, literally, she was like pointing at the plant. She's like, oh, you guys got one of those? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, oh yeah, it's gonna get huge, but they need a lot of water. You need to water it every day, so.
Yeah, so there's your tip on that.
There you go.
We're bringing home Ryan the boysenberry cookie decorating kit. I don't know, because we just needed to use the last of our tasting things. So that's like, he can decorate the cookies, not that he probably will, he'll just eat them. And it came with a Snoopy spinny straw, so.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
You got to pick from Snoopy or Charlie Brown, and I figured, well, because the dogs.
Oh yeah.
We definitely want Snoopy.
There you go. You do have to wear masks. I have my purple mask all day. It's super annoying. They did have live music at one point. It was, I have to look at the name. It was...
it's Kurt and the... Crazy Kurt and the Hillbillies.
Thank you. Kirk.
Crazy Kirk.
And the Hillbillies.
And the Hillbillies.
That's what it was. And they played hillbilly music, but then they played Devil Went Down to Georgia, one of my favorite songs, so
yeah, they did,
that was good.
They did hillbilly versions of like all kinds of different stuff, because they did like
500 miles.
500 miles, yeah, which is 1,000 miles by the Pretenders, and
so they did. It was good, and it was nice to see people enjoying live music when we haven't seen that in over a year. So that was nice.
And just a little tidbit of useless information: if you're a former Disney fanatic and you remember Billy Hill in the Hillbillies from the Golden Horse Review, you might recognize.
They may or may not be related.
You know.
They may or may not be related.
So.
So that was fun, and everything else. I mean, overall, I think we ended up paying about $80 for both of us to go in. We've been here only 3.5 hours, and we're done. So, depending on how much you like boysenberry, and how much you want to try or whatever, it's either you would have to decide if it's worth it or not. It was just a chance for us to get out for the day, so that was fun. And it was nice. It's crowded.
It's very crowded.
As far as like the social distancing thing inside, it's crowded. So I don't think they have a cap on capacity here, or maybe they do. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a lot more crowded than I thought it would be, based on capacity issues that they're having here in California. I mean, although you do have to wear a mask, and they actually have employees, which God help them. Their job is literally to walk around the park with holding up a sign saying you must wear a mask at all times, and then basically they're the mask police. So God bless those, those guys for having to do that job, because I wouldn't want to do that, because I saw a couple of them getting snapped at, and I wouldn't want that job.
No.
So overall, it's cool to be inside of an amusement park again, to hear the music, to hear, see people enjoying themselves outside, the live music. It was all good. And the food was okay. You just have to like Boysenberry.
Yeah.
Boysenberry tortilla chips was one of them. I don't know that boysenberries should be made into a tortilla chip, just my opinion. But the funnel cake was excellent. The ice cream, all the dessert stuff, of course, it's boysenberry, so the dessert stuff's excellent. Jonathan got more of the meat things, and you liked those.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like I said, the mac and cheese with the brisket, or the tots with the whatever meat that was. Yeah. Those were actually pretty good. But definitely the mac and cheese with the brisket was the best, because it was actually hot. It came right out of like a chafing dish.
Yeah.
And temperature was good. So I don't know if it was just maybe fresher or what, but
it does make a big difference when you bite into something and it's not the temperature it's supposed to be, because maybe it was really good when it was hot, and then maybe it's not, when it's cold. I don't know. The one thing I will say, compared to Disney's food festivals, and we obviously are biased, but one thing I will say is, when you go to California Adventure's food events, it's really easy to find what you're looking for. There are maps everywhere. There's a flow, let's say, of activities, so you just kind of follow the flow. Here, it was we couldn't find things. We didn't know where things were. They don't give you a map. Then we scanned. You can get like a downloadable map. So we did that, and it was difficult to find the things we were looking for.
Yeah.
There was no flow, so it's kind of like you literally could go here, 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 back there, and then it's a dead end, so you have to go back the other way. So that was a little bit weird.
Yeah. And Knott's Berry Farm is actually designed kind of like with everything all over the place, and there's like little walkways and stuff that lead you everywhere. Or it just seems that like, California Adventure there's the main corridor, and then there's like things around. But when we do our food and wine festival, our festival holidays, our food festivals, everything is pretty much on that main corridor, unless there's something random thing in Hollywood or at one of the other brick and mortar locations. But as far as the main food offering, it's all on that main corridor. Now, that does tend to bog things down, like traffic wise and stuff like that, but where everything is easily identified. There's big menus everywhere. Here it's like you come up to a thing, like a pole, and it's got a little menu, like an 8.5 by 11 menu on the thing with
if you happen to catch that's the thing that I noticed is, when I've been to, and we've been to other food festivals too. We went to the Sip and Savor for the Rose Bowl. They have big signs up that say, this is what this booth does, this is what they have. Here, you had to search for them, and the signs were really small. And also, if you wanted to purchase, like let's say you had this, and you did your 5 and you want to eat more, there wasn't a price on the menu for anything. No. So you would never know, and they're not on here either, so you don't know if you go up and say, okay, well, I want the funnel cake, you don't know if it's going to be $15 because there's no prices.
I did notice most of the things as they were ringing them up, the prices come up on the register, and then they clear them out with your little voucher thing. Most of the stuff was between $7 and $11,
which is comparable to Disneyland.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Overall, it was good. If you want to come, it's fun. It's a fun afternoon. I mean, I don't know that you would spend all day here. Maybe you would. It's for us. It's been a really fun afternoon. It's nice, like we said, it was nice to get out, see some stuff, see a lot of people enjoying being out, even though we did have to wear masks. It's a nice day. Luckily, it's not too hot, so we lucked out there. The other thing I will say, though, that they did win, in my opinion, they did better here than Disneyland or than California Adventure does on their food festivals. There's definitely more places to sit and eat here.
Yeah.
At California Adventure, when you go to their food and wine, and when we went to Sip and Savor for the Rose Bowl, it's hard to find places to sit to eat once you grab your food. And here, even though it was busy, you were able to find places to sit. And not just stand and eat, but like sit like at a table like we're doing now.
And it might have just been a bench, but at least the bench was there for you to sit on.
Yeah.
So it may not have been a table. So, but I will say, as far as cleanliness goes, I saw one person the entire time we were there walking around cleaning tables.
And the table we're sitting at now, you can't
Yeah.
see it, but we're actually right outside the exit gate in a corner, but the table we're sitting at hasn't been cleaned. You could tell today.
Yeah.
There's bird stuff on it, there's leaves, this area hasn't been cleaned at all today. But they were very serious about wearing masks.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess that's it. We're gonna go grab some chicken dinner, Knott's chicken dinner to go to take home for Ryan, because we promised him we would take that home. Plus we don't want to make dinner.
Yeah, and I definitely don't need to eat because, oh man. That is one thing, like with each of us getting 5 things, we were able to split those 5 things, so each of us ate, essentially 10 things.
But we didn't finish them.
But we didn't finish everything.
The only thing we finished were the 2 desserts. But that's typical of us. So overall, great idea. Knott's, if you guys want to check it out, I'll link the info down below. I'm not sure how long it runs till.
Yeah, it's over soon almost, I think. I think it said on the sign until May 1st. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll drop it the video down below. As usual, we're not prepared because we don't script these things. So anyways.
I know, we sound scripted.
I know.
There's actually a prompter right here.
We sound so professional. Thanks for joining us for this little afternoon out. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay positive and test negative.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Have a Boysenberry day.